So welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about face wipes, in particular ones that I use to take off my makeup at the end of the day, or even if I'm traveling, if I use to refreshen my face. So all of these are going to be paraben-free, loaded with a lot of good ingredients, but also pretty easily accessible. So hopping right in, two are from the YesTo brand, so we have YesTo Grapefruits and YesTo Blueberries. One is Ole Henriksen, so that's a more high-end brand, and one is the Blûm Naturals, which I believe is just a really drugstore brand. I actually got these from TJ Maxx, but I know that I got an eye makeup remover from this brand from a grocery store, so pretty accessible. So beginning with, well, we'll just start with the YesTo products. So I have used the YesTo cucumber ones, which I know are quite popular, but it's been a while since I've used those, for no particular reason really, so I won't be reviewing those right now. The ones I have been loving to use lately have been the YesTo Blueberries, and these are the age refresh ones. So they're cleansing facial towelettes with apple and lemon peel to cleanse and moisturize all in one. Now if you watch my What's in My Purse video, which I'll link down below, you'll remember that I mentioned that I take these when I travel, especially on airplanes, because if I travel without wearing any makeup, especially like I said on airplanes when you have that nasty air, these are great to use either at a layover or whatnot to really refresh the skin. Heck, I've even used this in the middle of my flight once. So just to really refresh the skin because they're not particularly drying, because it is also made to moisturize at the same time. My normal take off my makeup at night routine is to use coconut oil to take off my eye makeup, wipe that away with a tissue, and then I'll use a face wipe to wipe off the rest of the makeup before I wash my face so that the cleanser isn't having to fight through so much caked on makeup and it can actually really cleanse the pores. So that's why I like to use a face wipe first of all. I do like these because it cleanses pretty well, they're moisturized enough. The towelette itself is not any one with particular texture, but it's just a smooth towelette. It's large enough for the whole face. Like I said, it's very moisturizing, so it's calming for the skin. I don't find this the deepest cleaning of all of them, which I actually find the YesTo Grapefruit ones, which if we just move on to that one, that makes sense, because these are their exfoliating kind of wipe. So, like I said, YesTo Grapefruit, correct and repair, brightening facial wipes. So it says cleansing, exfoliating, and brightening. But these I like, although I will say this is truly an exfoliating one, so it kind of will sting your skin, and it's meant to. It even mentions that on the paper, on the packet rather. I do really like those. Actually, these in particular, if I'm dead exhausted and I'm not going to be able to get through my whole nighttime skin routine, and I will just take off my makeup remover and then I'll scrub down my face pretty well with one of these, and I find that while it's not a true replacement for really washing your face, if you're dead tired, it is better to do this, and I find that this is the best wipe to use that I have used, that my face doesn't react too extremely horrible the next couple days, whereas it would if I just passed out with my makeup on. See what I'm saying? So I really like these for nights like that. I did this just earlier this week actually. I was just exhausted. So this one is 95% natural. This one is 98% natural. Honestly, the word natural doesn't necessarily mean anything, but if you read the ingredients, there aren't really anything. There is not really anything too harmful in these. So I'm a big fan of that, obviously. So like I said, I like these on nights that I'm either going to use this to really wash my face, including taking off all the makeup, and then using the other side to really get in deeper. And these do have kind of little ridges in them to really kind of help that exfoliating action. So big fan of these. Both of these smell phenomenal, by the way. Moving on, these are the Ole Henriksen, the Clean Truth Cleansing Cloths. They're brightening, vitamin C, cleanse, brighten, and hydrate. And so with these, I really do like them. The only thing that I really have to say though, is that these I find comparable to what you can find in the store, especially in the YesTo kind of lines. But these are really great. I mean, these do the same job as any of my favorites here, which I do enjoy all four of these. So I find that these cleanse well. The scent is very pleasant. It's a very citrusy kind of scent. I use them in the same way. I wouldn't use this. This is one that I also would not use like I would use the grapefruit one, whereas to wipe all the makeup and then also the skin, I would use this and then follow up with a cleanser. So for the same kind of step, but like I said, I do enjoy these. They're calming to the skin as well. They do the job. They're moist enough, and the towels are strong enough to really get the makeup off. So with all that considered, these are great as well. If you're looking for a budget, and especially with coupons and whatnot, then I would lean towards drugstore versions. So for the final version, and these I really only picked up within the last week, but this is what I'm currently using and I really enjoy them. So with these Blûm natural ones, it says contains organic cucumber and aloe vera extract. Both of those are very calming to the skin, so that's definitely a plus. It says it cleanses, balances, and restores. A daily cleansing and makeup remover towelettes. So I mean, it's definitely aimed towards exactly how I use it, and so I think that's also why these products work well for me, because I use them as they're made to be used normally. And so I think that's something to keep in mind. If you're judging a face wipe just by how well it takes off makeup and in that same wipe completely cleanse the skin, you're probably going to be disappointed pretty often. If you're judging it by how well it takes off waterproof makeup, you're probably also going to be disappointed. But since I'm really expecting it to wipe off the bulk of the makeup and start the cleansing process for my skin, I really am pretty happy with what I find for face wipes. And this is a pack of 30, but these are thick. These are really thick, and they do have ridges in them as well to really help with that cleansing process. They're moist enough, the towel's big enough to get it all done. It's the same deal. I don't really use any of these to take off eye makeup, so because I really almost only use waterproof mascara and waterproof eyeliner, and so none of these really, anything other than an oil is going to do that job. So if you're not thinking of eye makeup, I really would enjoy any one of these, including this version that is newer to me. This one does a good job taking off the makeup. Again, this one I would not use in lieu of cleansing the face. So as a recap, honestly, we have Blûm Organics, YesTo Blueberries, and the Ole Henriksen. I love all three of these. I think they all do a great job of cleaning off the makeup and really prepping the skin to be cleansed with a cleaner, for the cleaner to work to its best ability. The only one I would ever use in that same fashion, but then even in lieu of a cleanser on a lazy night, would be the YesTo Grapefruit ones, which are the really strong exfoliating ones. So all of these do have a particular scent to them, so if you're someone who is sensitive to scents, I think your best bet would actually be this Blûm Naturals one. It has a very subtle scent, but all of these do have scents, but they're very natural and they're not too heavy or offensive. So with that in mind, especially if you're someone who enjoys more fresh and fruity scents, I particularly don't like any kind of Neutrogena or any kind of more chemically smelling face wipes. Those I feel like leave a bigger residue than any of these do. None of these leave a particular residue, except from the moisturizing effect that these YesTo Blueberries do. They have a residue, quote unquote, but I also feel like that is not anything that feels nasty on the skin. That actually feels pretty good as it moisturizes. So with all of that in mind, all of these, per everything on my channel, are paraben-free, so that's a plus. They're all pretty accessible, which is another plus. And also keep in mind when you're shopping at discount stores such as TJ Maxx or Marshalls and whatnot, I got these there and I got them for $3.99. I believe on this TJ Maxx sticker it says retails for $8. So $3.99 for a pack of 30 towelettes that work really well. That's a pretty good deal. So those are my 4 reviews and favorite face wipes. I really, from what I'll repurchase, this is it. The Ole Henriksen is just a 10-pack, which I'll probably just save for traveling. But the ones that I'll repurchase would be any one of these. Whichever one I would find at the best deal would be the one that I'll repurchase next, because I really do enjoy all of them. So, and like I said, I think they work all really similarly, and I have no qualm with any one of them. So with all of that being said, let me know what you think about face wipes, how you use them, or your favorite brand if there's one I didn't mention, especially if there's one that has a good quality of ingredient but it's also affordable. That's my favorite combination. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. I love to hear from you guys as well, so anytime you want to leave me a comment, even if it doesn't have to do with face wipes in particular, maybe about your nighttime routine or so, I would enjoy reading those. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.